This one's going to be voice only, you guys, because I don't know. I got this weird thing where I don't like to film videos, like, while my husband and my son are home and my dog. My house is a little chaotic, you know. Somebody's always like, Mommy, and calling me, and you're getting interrupted, and it's just craziness. But I want to do this, and I want to talk about this. And I just watched a video that Jon Crymes made. I have not watched many of his videos. I hear his name in, Molly Golightly videos. I did watch one of his videos on the Watts, case a while ago. Seems like a real intelligent, I don't even want to say seems like. He is an intelligent, very articulate dude. So I started watching this video having no fucking idea that he's going to start talking about me, so I came up in the video. I really, really respect the guy because of what he said, which was basically, that, he asked a question of all of his followers. He says, who do you think I'm the most upset about with people that are beefing with Molly Golightly? And I just want to say something about that. Why does she have so many people beefing with her, I don't know. But anyway, back to Jon Crymes. So he says, all these people, and then my name came up, Makeup Mobster. So he says, he went to my channel, and this is why I gotta respect this guy. And it's funny because I was doing the same thing. He said he went to my channel and he started to watch my videos because he didn't want to just pass a judgment on me. He wanted to get to know me before he passed the judgment. And that tells me a lot about a person because he's not just going to sit there and bash me just because, that's his friend and I talk shit. And he wants to, be respectful, get to know somebody before he bashes them. Or not that he even was going to bash me. Just, he wanted to make his own judgment. He don't want to just go off the words of other people. He don't want to deal with the mob mentality. And because I feel like me and him, we're on the same wavelengths. And he might think right now, well, I'm saying that's crazy because of the 3 videos that I do have about Mrs. Golightly. But I was like, this guy is, thinking the way I think. The mob mentality we have in America is, it's just so fucked up, man. It really is. We get on these sides. There's no gray area. It's either wrong or right, good or evil. And there's this whole gray area that exists in between, that people can't look at other human beings and be like, all right, this person might have some bad qualities, but they're not a bad person overall. Okay? People are doing that with Nicole Kessinger. There's a mob mentality that everybody's looking at this woman, and I might catch hate for this, and that's fine. It's my opinion. But I feel like, what she did is horrible. I mean, to sleep with another woman's man is disgusting. You really got some issues, But, I don't want to judge the woman based on just that. That's all I know about her. I don't know what else this woman's done in her life. I can't judge her overall character. Does that say something bad about her? Yeah. Was it a big fuck up mistake that this woman made? Absolutely. But is she a bad person overall? I don't know. I don't know enough about her. I don't want to judge her. I left the comment anyway. I just want to get back to what Jon Crymes said about me. And I got to tell you, Jon Crymes, if you do hear this, it's kind of funny that you said the thing about Drita from Mob Wives, because you were definitely not the first person who's said that. And I take that as a compliment because I think she's funny as hell. She's hilarious. But anyway, enough about that. People say things. Anybody could say things, Anybody could say things. Anybody could act a certain way. You could act like you care about somebody. You could act like you're a friend of somebody. But you could act like you're sympathetic. You could act like you're empathetic. You could act like you're the most caring person in the world. It's in people's actions that's what matters, okay? So, I could sit here and say I'm empathetic and I'm an empath and I'm this and I'm that. But, to actually show it and Jon's own actions are an example of that, okay? He went and watched my videos. He went down and he tried to find a way, his actions of going into my channel, going down, reading comments, looking at things, even with all the shit, he still could say, hey, you know what? I like this person. And more people need to think like that. And myself included. But, you know, I understand he's sticking up for his friend. I get it. Dude, Jon, I'm speaking to you. I totally understand that, and I totally respect that. I really respect that. But, you know, I really think, just looking at the overall situation, and I want to explain this in full detail to people, okay? I do a lot of reading about narcissism, sociopaths, psychopaths, cluster B personalities. I follow a whole bunch of people who discuss the topic because it's something that is close to me. It's something that interests me. It's something that entered my life years ago. And so it's something that I want to understand this person. You know, when you meet a person like that, you want to understand them. And because it's not in my nature to be like that. So I saw things on Molly Golightly's videos. When I watched them, I was just a regular subscriber, okay? I saw things in her videos, in the lives that she did, some of the things that she said, and they don't align with the things that I, you know, personally stand for or believe in. You know, I just saw a lot of kind of lies and contradictions and name dropping and, you know, judging people based on how many subscribers they have and how much money they have, and those aren't things I align myself with. You know, I don't find importance in those things, and when I meet another person, I don't want to see their bank account. I want to see who you are as a person. Just like Jon Crymes did. He said, let me go look at this girl's videos and let me see what there is in there. You know, who is this girl? That's what I want to see in people. I want to see who you are inside. I don't want to see you just sitting there bragging and gloating about all this, you know, I was on TV and I was this and I was that. So I saw things and I observed things in this woman that I felt somebody in a position like Frank Rusek, like any of the Ruseks, okay, where you just lost a person, four people, where you just lost 4 people. And you are grieving, and I'm still grieving. My mom died November 20th, 2016. I am still grieving, okay? It doesn't go away a year later. It doesn't go away 2 years later. It's still there. It's probably going to follow me for the rest of my life. And I have the empathy. I see this guy, Frank Rusek, in the comments, okay? I see what people write about him. I see all these things, and I see a guy who seems very, very vulnerable. I see a guy who's too trusting in other people. I see a guy who's kind of desperate right now. And I'm not saying that to be mean to him. I just see a guy who's kind of in a bad fucking spot, and he's desperate for some, you know, hope and love and care, and he's searching for answers, and he needs something, you know. And I really, really, you know, looked at him contacting Molly Golightly and all the things that I've seen in her, especially when, you know, I'm telling you guys, I followed her from her very first video on the Watts case. So I watched a lot of her videos. And, you know, I couldn't sit through every single one of them, but I watched a lot of them. And to hear her saying things like, in her videos, saying things like, I'm not going to monetize these videos, you know, I would never make money off of a tragedy like this, you know, to turning around saying, oh, you know, this is my job and I'm working, and, you know, it's just like, I saw things that troubled me, and putting myself as an empathetic person in the shoes of Frank Rusek, putting myself in his shoes, because him and I were having a conversation already. Wait, let me back that up. I had made comments under his video where, you know, he's doing his police interview. I don't know whose channel it is. It might be Thriving for the Truth, but I'm not 100% sure. Somebody posted it. I made comment. He actually commented back to me saying, sorry for the loss of your mother. Nothing even to do with the comment I said. And I was like, wow, this guy, that was nice of him to say that, even though, look what he's going through. And so we went back and forth, and I said to him, I just want to give you some advice. I went through a lot of shit. I don't know what you're going through. What he's going through, I can't even imagine. It's probably 100 times worse than what I went through. But I went through some shit in the last 3 years of my life, and I'm going to talk about that on this channel. So people understand who I am. At first I told him, being here and being in these comments and all this drama and shit, like, this is doing nothing for your healing process. You need to remove yourself from this and focus on healing, because you're never going to heal while you're still, it's like you can't get better in the same environment you got sick in. So, it's like you're still hanging around with all the germs and, in this unclean, room, you're still going to be sick. You're never going to heal the infection. You need to go somewhere peaceful. You need to go somewhere where you're not surrounded by people talking badly about your family and your sister, and myself included. And if you could go under the video, you could see exactly what I wrote to him, because it's in there. And I said, whatever. He came back to me with, he kind of shrugged it off and was like, oh, thanks, I'll be fine. And, that kind of bothered me in a sense, but whatever. I really look at this whole family and all their actions, and I'm like, these are people who are grieving, who are in a bad place. I was there. I know what that's like. I was in a bad fucking place for the last 2 years of my life, so I get it. But I looked at this guy, and, I said, all right, he kind of just shrugged off my advice. And I went back and I wrote to him and I said, listen, just be careful of this Molly Golightly lady, because she seems very, like, I don't know, kind of like too excited about all the attention that this case is bringing her. And she seems, her videos are monetized and blah, blah, blah. And there's nothing wrong with monetizing your videos. I just want to put that out there. There's nothing wrong with monetizing your videos. A lot of people do it, but they're having intelligent discussions about the case. People like Gray Hughes, that doesn't, to me, that they're in two different realms. Gray Hughes is a critical thinker. This guy has very detailed videos about not just the Chris Watt case, but, I've been following Gray Hughes since before he did his live videos and all this shit. And I've debated with Gray Hughes in the comment section under his videos. And him and I have gotten into fights, okay? But I still respect the guy because of what he does. I think he has an amazing perspective. I think he is a critical thinker. I think he does amazing work. So, he might be a little, what's the word? He likes to argue with people, and he could be a little brash sometimes, but I respect his work and what he does on YouTube, okay? But what Molly Golightly was doing at the time, her discussions of the case where she's, bashing Nicole Kessinger and bashing the Watts family and bashing all these people, to me, that's not the same thing. I feel like she sensationalizes the case, and she's talking about those aspects. It's gossipy. It's not, doing anything to add to the case. And then, for the family to be reaching out to her, and she's making videos and saying, hey, I spoke to the family, but it's none of your business. Well, why even bother telling people that you spoke to the family? To me, you're just want the attention then. I mean, I might be wrong, but that's what it seems like. And a lot of people agree with me. Go under the comments of my videos. Go under the comments of her videos. Oh, you can't. She disabled them all, but so... she's monetizing videos. She has every right to do that, okay? I'm not trying to knock her game. Listen, do what you do. Monetize your videos. Go ahead. But don't act like you're not enjoying the attention that you got from this case. Don't act like you didn't do the same thing that, other people did. You criticized this woman. You said bad things about her, and then you're turning around and you're criticizing everybody else. And here's the thing, Jon Crymes is talking about a mob mentality. She's one of the biggest promoters of that shit, I feel. Well, anyway, I left this comment to Frank Rusek, okay? Somebody screenshotted my comment. They sent it to her. She says in a video, and I quote, some skank reached out to Frankie Rusek and told him, don't trust that Molly Golightly. I did not tell him not to trust her. Never said that. That's her words. She twisted them. She twisted my words. My words were be careful. That's all. That has nothing to do with trust. Just be careful. Be careful to anybody you talk to. Anybody. Not just her. Be careful to anybody you talk to who is publicly making videos about your life and your family. I'm sorry if I think that, but that's the way I feel. Be careful. You don't know what people's motives are. He doesn't know this woman from a hole in the wall. You know, she could say whatever the fuck she wants on YouTube. You don't know who she is as a real person in real life and what her intentions are. Yeah, and the intentions I had seen to that point, I didn't feel she's very sincere. You know, personally, that's my opinion. I didn't put her down. I didn't call her a name. I didn't say anything like that. I just said that she seems a little money hungry. And I didn't even say it like that. I put it a little bit more nicely. She makes that video calling me a skank and this and that and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, saying I'm a nobody. I have no subscribers. This, I'm that. I don't judge people by how many subscribers they have, okay? She's talking to this Oni guy. The guy has 1,500 subscribers last time I checked, right? How come he's on your level? Why? Because he's kissing your ass. You know, so he's okay to talk to even though he has a low amount of subscribers. But you're going to put me down for the same thing, which is funny. And I'm like, this woman's a life coach, but that's how she judges people. I don't know. Sorry. In my mind, that's not what I like I said in my other video, I follow a lot of life coaches. To me, that's not how a life coach acts. So you know what? I decided to make a video in response to her calling me a skank and talking shit about me. She didn't say my name in the video. In fact, she was yelling at people, but I decided that I'm going to put myself out there and I'm going to make a video about it. I don't give a fuck about the subscribers. You people could say that all day long. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. That happens. I hear again she's talking shit about me. I hear again she's talking shit about me. I hear she spends her Christmas night. You know, yeah, so my videos are in response to her. People can make their own minds up. And I said that in my last video. Make your own mind up. I'm not asking you to unsubscribe to her. I'm not asking you to hurt her. I'm not asking you to bash her. I follow her. I said she's entertaining. More power to her. Great. That's great. That's awesome. She is entertaining. She's good at creating controversy, at getting attention, and that's amazing. Don't start dissing other people though for doing the same shit that you're doing. Come on. Everybody now, all of a sudden, that says something about her, they're trying to, you know, get popular or this or that. Why can't people just have opinions? You know, why are we not allowed to voice our opinions? We have channels. Why can't we voice our opinions on things? I don't understand. So she could say whatever the fuck she wants about other YouTubers and start all this shit, because she really is the shit starter. You know, she's the one who comes out of her face and says all these things and then, you know, acts the way she does, and then turns around and tries to be the victim. Don't work like that. Sorry. To me, that's part of narcissistic behavior. But that's a whole nother story. That's why I got a problem with this lady. Because I see these things, I see these actions that don't line up with what she says. And if other people don't see it, that's great. I'm not asking anybody to unsubscribe to her. I'm not asking people to go after her. I'm not asking people to call CPS on her. If that happened, that's kind of fucked up. I mean, come on. You know, I don't know enough about her to, yeah, I saw her telling somebody to suck a dick in front of her kid the other day, but whatever, dude. That's her household. Do I think her kid's being abused? No. I don't think it's CPS worthy. I think it's a little irresponsible. I don't think it's CPS worthy. I'm sorry. But, you know, people take shit a little too far. There's no reason to do that. There's no reason to go after her. Just like there's no reason to go after Chris Watts' parents or Nicole Kessinger or the Plunder channel. You know what I'm saying? But that's what she's been promoting. She's been promoting people to go after all these people. And it's not right. She really actively promoted people to go after the Plunder channel and try to get it taken down. To go after these Facebook groups and try to get them taken down. listen, I am not capable of ruining this woman's channel. There's plenty of people out there who like her, and that's great. I'm happy if you like her. I personally, I just don't, her character just doesn't align with mine. I see things that just they don't align with my morals and the things that I, believe in and the things that I stand for. Jon Crymes said, yeah, we might have things in common. We probably do. We probably have a lot of things in common. We're both from the Northeast. She's from Jersey. I'm from New York. We're Italian. We got things in common. Absolutely. That doesn't mean we have to be friends. You know what I'm saying? Because of what I see from her so far, I'm looking at actions. I'm not looking at her words, because anybody could say words. So that's how I feel. I don't want to go on about this. I do not want to make my channel about Molly Golightly, because, I feel like I have a lot more to offer. This channel started, yes, as a makeup channel. I hate the name. I wish I could change it now, but I really just, it's too late. But there's so much more to life, and with all the things that I've been through in the last the last 3 years of my life, I feel like I have a lot more to offer people than just talking about makeup, which is something I still love and whatever, but there's other people who do that 10 times, 1,000 times better than me. And so I don't want to make this a drama channel, a gossip channel, or anything like that, but I did want to address when somebody was talking shit about me. I mean, I don't, people are, anybody would do it. I already had a channel, so I figured, hey, you know what? I'm going to respond to this person, make sure she sees it. That you're not going to, fuck with me. You're not going to talk shit about me and just, think everything's going to be cool, because it's not. Oh, don't sit there and act the victim. That's all I ask. Anyway, I just wanted to do this because I really wanted to respond to Jon Crymes. Oh, there's one more thing I want to clear up before I get into that. I wrote in some comments that Molly Golightly had reported one of my videos. I found out it was not her, it was Oni. Which, again, I find these two were sitting there and they're talking about Nicole Kessinger and how fucked up it was that she reported their videos and this and that. And then you go and do the same thing to somebody else. I mean, really, come on. It was fair use. I was making a commentary on it, but whatever. You want to do that and you want to get dirty and be like that, that's cool, Oni, whatever. I thought you were cool. I think that's a kind of bitch move. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. It's a bitch move. But whatever. Bygones be bygones. I did want to address Jon Crymes, though, because of, his video, and I appreciate that he took the time out to actually watch my videos and not just, make a judgment or whatever. I really do. I really appreciate that. And to me, that says a lot about a person, that they're not just making a judgment based on one thing. Their judgment it's an overall judgment on everything. Because that's how I try to look at people. I really, even with Miss Golightly, I really did watch a lot of her videos, and I formed my opinion over time. I mean, I really listened to her, and I try to understand, and it's not, my opinion of her is not based off of me, just this one thing. It's based off of, I've been following her since the day she started, talking about Chris Watts. So it's over a long period of time and a lot of different things. There's a lot of different reasons for the way I feel. But I do appreciate Jon Crymes and, his what he said, and that he's not afraid to stand up and say how he feels, even if it's not what everybody else agrees with. That's my kind of person right there to hang with. He didn't do it in an offensive way. He's not name calling. He's not being negative about it. He said his opinion, and even if he said negative things about me, I appreciate what he said, because I could take the, criticism and grow from it. I'm going to take what he said and try to do something positive with it, because, like I said, I don't want this channel to be about just her, because there's so much more shit I could talk about and tell you guys, so many more funny stories and things that have happened in my life that I feel like could help people, because I've gotten comments about my grief, and that's to me, when you connect with somebody in that way, where it's like, wow, you shared a story and I'm going through the same thing, and I appreciate, it helps you. in a weird way, it helps you. You know, people heard me talking about, you know, my mom dying and the drama with my family, and they're like, wow, I went through the same thing, or I dealt with something similar than that. That's how you connect with people. And that's what, you know, really I want to do, is just help people and connect with them. My goals, I guess, are the same, you know, as Miss Golightly, only my actions are different, because I'll sit there and write you a long paragraph and give you advice, and it's free. I'm not looking for anything from it. I'm just trying to sincerely help people. I really just, you know, I feel bad if anybody's gone through what I've gone through, and we could connect over that, and in some way it helps you. That's great. You know, that's why I want to share my story and tell people what I've been through. So, again, just want to say thank you to Jon Crymes. I am done talking about Molly Golightly. So if you guys are looking for, you know, gossip about her, I don't know, go to somebody else's channel. I don't want to offend you guys. You know, don't go after her. Don't call CPS on her. There's no need for that. Just don't like her. That's fine. I don't like her. And I'm going to leave it at that. So that's it.